Welcome back to Vintage playing skylines. Today's video, we're going to be doing a brand new historical district. So, first start off by getting in our main roads. So, I just continued that main road that came off our highway down to the one that we had come off another highway exit. But, yeah. The one that I connected into was the one that goes through our industrial area. And the one that just came off the newer highway exit, that, will just end there. And then they will split off to go on their own along that road there. But then I got to work on finishing our monorail line, which just ends in this harbor here. And so this will be for more cruise ships just to add extra capacity. And while originally I was trying to keep everything level on the monorail line, I kind of cared for this. But yeah. Which we did get this up and running by the end of the video. Isn't going to use as much as the other one, but definitely took some of the boats away from the other one, which is nice. And also, as this area develops more, this one will get used up a whole lot more. And after I got our monorail line all finished up and running, I continued our power lines across, and these will just continue until the end of the city. Or not the end of the city, but until we reach the edge, very far edge of the city, ends anything that there is out there for it. Ooh. Another very late day for me, but that's besides the point. Back to the video. Continue with power lines. I did move them around a bit just to get them to working, and all these services here are temporary, but I did find permanent spots for them during this episode. But like I said, just continued with the power lines, which I did move these around quite a bit after I guess started putting stuff in there. I did get rid of this road that was kind of a temporary road, kind of permanent. That makes sense. I'll figure out something to go in the center of that Y for the tracks, because it's too much space to truly be undeveloped, especially right here in the city where it's still fairly dense. So I do want to develop that, but that will be something we'll do in the future episode. But I pretty much just did a nice little grid, and I just put in a mix of residential and commercial in here, and also some leisure stuff too. But I also put our police and fire station over here too. So these will obviously give services for the people that live over here. And well, these services are very much needed for the people that live here. And I did need to get a bit unique with the parking for these, but I definitely like how these ended up turning out in the end. now that I did get some of our stuff put in here, I then worked on a cemetery. This is pretty much just crematoriums in here. It isn't a proper cemetery, but it's just simply capacity that we needed for our death care. There's just so many people dying in the city, especially over here where there's not really anything for them. So we definitely need this. And then on the complete other side from death care, the opposite, we have healthcare. And I put that right on the other side in between these two main roads here. Put two little small clinics and also parking, and then I also put in I think it's a gymnastics thing that's just boost the overall health of the citizens in this area. And I just made sure everyone had parking for this little complex here of medical buildings and also death care. And then I just concreted off what was left of it. And then, yeah, and I just pretty much did any final touches with these like area trees that were on the concrete. And then on to the historical district part of the episode. So I pretty much just put down all the leftover historical, what is it called? The, shores, or the seaside resorts content creator pack. I pretty much just put down all these buildings. They're definitely nice little buildings. They're more Victorian style. So I just pretty much put down all these buildings along here that weren't already put down or that need water. Ones that need water, I'll figure out something to do with them maybe. Or I might just not place them down, I don't know. But at least all the ones that don't need water, or that I didn't already place down, were over here, which I mean pretty much none of these I placed down. I think there was only maybe one or two. So, all these were able to get put in here. Which I should have probably put in the other service buildings like the library and the police and fire station for these two. But I didn't end up doing that in the end, which I also added in some paths in between them too, just to help give connectivity between the roads, and also just felt right just to have paths in between them too. That would have just kind of been naturally made as the years went on and people just made their cut-throughs through here. And yeah. And then to finally finish off the area, I just did another little building and also some parking. This will just give parking for like all these buildings here. Just gives some better access to them for people that are coming into the city or they're just local that want to come in by car. And obviously, no area is truly complete without bus routes. So I normally do these off camera, but just decided to do them here. And just simple bus route, pretty much just hit most of the big places around here. just going from our monorail station out, because the monorail station is indeed the main source of transportation out in this area of the city. And then expanding on our hotels, I added in the hotel that is like for sightseeing, and so I just put that over here, squeeze it in, made sure it all looked nice and all that. But yeah, put that in. Also added in some parking. I did put in some tourist bus routes off camera, and yeah, that's about all I have to say. I did also put in some more stuff just to help boost the ratings of it. That's somewhat temporary, somewhat not. And I also gave it temporary power. Eventually I'll have power connected through buildings, but for now, just have that temporary power line. But here's a fun product. Do hope you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, make sure to like, subscribe. Do hope see you next one. Bye!